Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Such Art. I have been absolutely obsessed with this game, basically for the last 2 days, and I've made some really good art pieces, and it took a really long time. I'm also learning how to progress through this game, and it's really fun. So, if you could please bear with me while I fast forward through a lot of it because, art takes time. But anyway, I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. So, this was one of the first commissions I've done. It is for a crab alien. He asked me if we could paint a normal UN on a normal human beach, and I said, okay, so here we go. I also took a little bit of time to explore my studio and also upgrade some things. There's actually a lot of things in this game that you can upgrade and customize. I was genuinely surprised the more I learned about this game. Also, I really wish that I had unlocked the store sooner because the tools I had were extremely ill suited for certain things that I wanted to try and paint. But either way, please enjoy. Look, now I know this is gonna look weird, but I'm gonna have to ask you to trust the process. Believe me, it's gonna turn out pretty good. messages, a lot. But yeah, anyway, on to the next project. By the way, this project is a request from one of the important characters in this game to make a piece on pollution. So, yeah, we're gonna make like a polluted scene for that commission, and it also has to be on a large canvas. If you're wondering why, it's on the giant one.
たまにはいいだろ。
Alright, and we're nearing the end of this commission. I think it turned out pretty okay. I tried to make some Pepsi cans, but they ended up looking like Pokeball soda, I guess. um, but, yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. Tell me what you think. Also, we're moving on to the next project. Or commission, whatever you want to call them. So it looks like our next commission is going to be for Sir Magnificent, a space knight who rescued some people from sinking into Jupiter. So I'm going to do my best to paint that. But first we got to answer our grandpa's email back. Also, I took this guy's commission, but we'll get around to that later. I decided to spend a little bit of time finishing this painting that I made for a friend. So yeah, I thought since it was a very cute flower painting that it would fit the criteria for one of the requests I took. So we're gonna finish this one really quick. exactly the way I wanted it because the paintbrush that I had access to was just a little too thick for finer details. But I do think that it turned out pretty good. I got a little curious and started exploring the studio again. I found this VR headset that apparently is a virtual gallery with everything you've ever painted in the game. So, yeah, here we go. We're gonna go explore that really quick. Turns out that there's this really cool room that has literally all of your art in it. I don't know what that tube is. Probably a trash can for permanently deleting art. But anyway, have fun seeing everything I've ever made in this game. Even the things I forgot to record. Also, that was really lazy. Pay no attention to that. That's not important. Um, it was for a logo, and yeah. That was my first painting. I didn't really know how to control the brush very well. I also did a commission for a goblin, and I thought that the goblin was cute. I'm glad I get to see it again. It was so goofy. There was also one to paint somebody's OC, and I could not control the brush well, so it just turned out like that. It's not my best work, and it's definitely not my favorite. Also, I learned that if you hang paintings in here, people will visit your virtual gallery and give you money. So, yeah, while you're painting, you're supposed to accumulate passive income, which is really interesting. But you can only put things you've already sent to like the market and stuff in here. So, yeah, I really wanted to put the white flowers painting in there, so I had to find some way to get rid of it. And that's when I came to the bright idea to send it to the guy who wanted a romantic painting because, flowers. I tried to digitize it. I didn't understand that I had to send it at the time. Whoops. Once I got the flower painting sent in, I decided to take some time and organize my gallery with some of my favorite pieces, or whatever you want to call them, that I made so far. Trying carefully not to accidentally put it in the trash hole. Also learning to properly turn it and place it. So yeah, here's me decorating my gallery. So now, with all that taken care of, I can finally start the painting for Sir Magnificent. Enjoy! about halfway through this painting, I remembered that I unlocked the store by doing missions in the journal, and that I could purchase more tools to make painting easier. And um, yeah, I kind of had to erase everything and start over because I kind of got a little bit carried away with the tools. But the end project I think turned out pretty good. So yeah. I was also trying to figure out where and how to pick up items, so I ran all over the apartment until I figured out it was in this little like garage looking area. First I got surprised that they all came in orange and yellow boxes, but anyway, first I got some really nice balloons, and then I got this weird fish head, and I remembered there was some shelves up here, and I decided that was where I was going to put all of the decorations and gifts that I got. Also, I got a unicorn stencil. That's pretty cool, so I hung it on the wall. And then all of my tools and a camera for some reason. And that's just going to sit on that shelf, and I will definitely not forget about it. Got another really cool decoration. I don't know what it is, but it's going on the shelf. I think that the rocket turned out pretty good. I double checked the order and I forgot that I had to actually draw a ship that he was rescuing as well. So I finished up a few more things on the Sir Magnuson ship, and then I was going to add another ship to make it look like he was rescuing somebody from Jupiter. So here we go, and this will be the final part of this painting. I also tried to give the ship an antenna, but the paintbrush that I was using was just a little too thick, so I decided to try and erase it at the end. Yeah, the antenna looked really bad. They're all done. Now let's send that off and on to the next picture. This next one was for a friend who really likes Digimon, and he said his favorite Digimon was Metal Seedramon. So this will be an extremely ambitious painting, and it took me an extremely long time. In fact, it's pretty much the bulk of this video. If there's any Digimon fans out there, I hope you enjoy this. I know it's looking a bit rough right now, but you gotta trust the process. At this point, I had been painting for literal hours. I was losing my mind. I was trying to remember how to make the color of the armor. I was so tired. I was so tired. But I had to push through. I had to finish it. I had come too far to give up. I had finally pretty much finished Metal Seedramon, and I had to find some random order to send it on that was kind of fitting. So I sent out when they said they wanted something mythical and retro, and I'm like, Digimon's retro, and it's kind of a Leviathan. So yeah, that's where I sent it. And then later, I remembered that I never finished the hair on Metal Seedramon. So, there's that. But I was so tired. I was so ready to move on to the next project. So, here we are. Some dude asked for a tiger, and we're going to give him just that, a tiger. After I finish cleaning the hot mess that is my studio after non-stop painting Metal Seedramon for like 6 hours. I knew I was going to need a lot of orange. I just had no idea just how much orange I needed. But yeah, I started with the background. I wanted to make it look kind of like a dark jungle. So I tried to use a bunch of green adjacent colors and, also green. So anyway, that's how it started. I hope you enjoyed the end project because this took a really long time, but it was extremely fun to paint. Remember, always trust the process.
たまにはいい。
It took quite a long time to paint all those stripes and to get a feeling that the coloring was correct. Um, but I was having a boatload of fun, and I really liked how it looked. I just wish the head was a little bit smaller because I feel like I made it just a little bit too big. But yeah, I was really proud of this, and I was surprised that it looked actually, acceptable. I just had to figure out how to attempt to make a background look okay. Because honestly, I'm very bad at drawing plants and also making backgrounds. I'm just, not good at it. Um, but I think that it's like not too horrible. Yeah, so that's the end of that. Let's send this tiger to Weird Tiger Guy and probably start the next project. But I don't think I'm gonna be spending that much time on uh that many of them in the future because this was completely like overwhelmingly time consuming. Not that I didn't have fun. Also, it's so cool that I gotta put my signature on it. The next commission that I had finished was for a person that I done the commission for the weird OC for. They wanted a person in the city at night holding a katana with a black cape and in front of a white moon, and I was like, okay, there you go. So we're gonna send that off, and then we're gonna organize the gallery so we can have more passive income, and also spend all that money that we've been accumulating from the gallery this whole time, and probably reorganize the art studio so that I can quit running back and forth and wasting time being inefficient. So yeah, I'm gonna get to that. I also finally realized that I left my commissions open this whole time and that I had 88 unread, untouched, anything to email. So I turned on do not disturb mode. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and get to clean the studio. So anyway, here we are, back at the virtual gallery. We're gonna hang up all of the newer stuff in here, and then we're going to call it the end of this video. It took a really long time to make, and I'd really appreciate if you liked and subscribed, please, so I can keep making videos like this. I mean, it's not like I get paid anything for this type of stuff. I just do this for fun sometimes, and yeah, well, the point is, I'll appreciate it, and maybe one day I can get paid for this kind of stuff, because it would actually be quite fun. But anyway, I really appreciate it. If you watched it all the way through this extremely long video, it really did take a long time, and it was really fun. But have a good day, stay strong, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.